Soft whispery voice, slow pacing. You probably think your job is weird. Maybe it's boring. Maybe it's just a lot of spreadsheets and cold coffee. But imagine this. You wake up in ancient Rome. You're not a senator. Not a soldier. Not a poet. You're an orgy planner. And your calendar is full. Welcome to a night you'll never forget, and yet, you'll fall asleep to it anyway. Visualize the early morning in Rome, birds, sun creeping over villas. Gaius Lucilius Rufus rolls out of his creaking bed. The marble is cold beneath his feet. His first thought of the day? Not philosophy. Not glory. No. It's, where did I put that shipment of imported Egyptian oils? You see, Gaius isn't planning just any gathering. He's curating an experience. A tapestry of sensations. Because Rome doesn't sleep. It revels. It consumes. And someone has to organize the cushions. Pan across scrolls, grapes, perfumes, masks. The orgy planner isn't just a host. He's a supplier. A manager. A peacekeeper. He's the one who knows which senator prefers figs over dates. And which ones must never, ever be seated near each other. Gaius scribbles on a wax tablet. He mutters. Lucilla will bring her pet leopard again. I must double the incense. Because Lucilla's leopard has a habit of biting musicians. And musicians are expensive. He sighs. The candles are still flickering from last night's gathering. They never really go out. Sleep? It's for slaves and soldiers. Planners, live between dusk and dawn. Now he checks the food inventory. Peacocks? 3. Honey dormice? 22. Flamingo tongues? On back order. He groans. I told them, flamingo tongues by Saturnalia or not at all. Let's pause. This might sound absurd. But in ancient Rome, indulgence was politics. A good party could raise your status. A bad one? You might be exiled. Or worse, gossiped about. Imagine a hallway of mosaic floors, barefoot servants hurrying. Gaius walks with purpose. Every hour counts. Every detail matters. He passes a slave boy rehearsing poetry. He nods. Slower. With passion. Even drunk nobles have taste. He visits the bathhouse. Checks the temperature. Too warm, he says. They must feel reborn, not boiled. He dips a finger in perfumed water. Lavender. Rose. Good. This will do. There's a knock. A merchant from Carthage has arrived, with silks and dyes. Gaius runs his hands over the cloth. This shade of red, he whispers, this is the color of sin. He smiles. We'll use it for the drapes. As midday arrives, the noise swells. Flutists rehearse. Acrobats stretch. A eunuch with golden earrings instructs dancers. More grace. Less chaos. This is not Greece. Now, the guest list. Gaius pores over names. One scratched out. That man insulted the host's wife at the last gathering. Another added. A poet who wrote a scandalous verse. Good. He'll cause a stir. Fade to Gaius in a quiet corner, sipping watered wine. He allows himself a breath. The sky is turning amber. Soon, the guests will arrive. Soon, he will vanish into the walls, watching everything. There's no glamour in his work. No applause. Only whispers of success. Or echoes of failure. And yet, he loves it. Every flicker of torchlight. Every gasp of surprise. Every whispered, who planned this? Because Rome is a stage. And he, though unseen, directs its most decadent scenes. But Gaius. He was just one player. The ancient world had many such lives. Odd. Intimate. forgotten. And each, somehow, just like ours. In Babylon, a man carved love spells into clay, hoping to win back his lover. In medieval France, a woman brewed perfumes from crushed violets and prayed for rain. In Edo, Japan, a blind masseuse remembered clients' stories better than their names. History isn't just kings and wars. It's spilled wine, misplaced sandals, tired feet and aching backs. It's the quiet people who kept everything moving. The planners. The cooks. The poets who wrote in secret. The ones who set the table and then stepped aside. They dreamed of easier days. Of being remembered. Of something more than a wax tablet full of lists. Tonight, as you drift into sleep, remember them. Not the emperors. But the ones who made emperors feel divine. They weren't heroes. But they were human. So full of longing and effort. And somehow, despite the madness of it all, they mattered. If this strange little journey made you feel something. A tug in the chest. A sigh. A smile. Then stay with us. Subscribe. Because there's more where this came from. More sleepy history. More odd jobs. More forgotten hearts in the dust of time. Like the man who built funeral pyres. And whispered goodbye to strangers. Or the woman who embroidered secrets into royal robes. They're all waiting. In the quiet corners of history. To be seen. To be heard. To help you rest. So close your eyes. Breathe deeply. And drift. Because boring history isn't boring at all.